You're laughing.
Oh, hi. Didn't know it had started.
Yes, we have. Have we started, Rebecca?
Yes,
Okay.
we've started.
Hi, my name's Helen, and I am part of Lowlander Yarn Studios. This is our pilot podcast, which is called Dyer's Journal. Scene 1 takes 2. 1.
I like that. Scene 1 takes 2.
Right.
This is our third take. First one didn't record, even though we were 5 minutes in. Second one, we couldn't stop laughing. And we ran out of storage. What?
You haven't introduced yourself.
I haven't introduced myself.
That's Rebecca. She's our technical editor.
Hi, I'm Jackie, the owner of Lowlander Yarn Studios. Ignore the laughing in the background. Anyways, I'm Jackie, the owner of Lowlander Yarn Studios. Actually, we're just going to make this really easy. We're just going to call it LYS, because it's easier.
Yeah, we like
My hair.
we like diminutive figures. LYF,
You like
WIP,
Can we not
FOs.
just say abbreviation?
Abbreviation as well, okay.
Definitive?
thought
What? Definitive?
Definitive.
Definitive?
Yes, LYS defines local yarn store, dear.
We come from Glasgow.
Yes, well I do. You're now in Missouri.
Yes, hi. I'm originally from Glasgow, Scotland.
I am
Helga.
from Glasgow, Scotland. I'm here visiting with my daughter here in Missouri, and I was at my grandson's wedding. He got married last week, a couple of weeks ago. 2 weeks now. He's been married for 2 weeks. Oh dear God, 2 years down the line, and he'll be wishing he'd never started. Anyway, it was very
back to the
enjoyable.
podcast.
Yes, back to the podcast.
So, hi, I'm Jackie.
Stop interrupting me, dear. It's very impolite.
Can we do Mrs. Doubtfire?
No,
Why?
because
No, I think we really should.
no.
I think we really should.
Well, on you
Because I
go
think
then.
we could become famous.
Well, on you go
Okay.
then.
Here's Mrs. Doubtfire, take 3.
Take 3.
Hello, my dearies. And what do we have for you today?
Actually, we don't have anything because we're totally unprepared for this. This is only a pilot project.
Yes, this is a pilot.
We shall get better. We're just wanting to see if anybody actually watches it.
Currently, right now, my cat is chewing my really nice nest bag that came all the way from Scotland. Millie.
Well, a minute ago, just before this podcast began, the cat was actually sleeping in the tumble dryer because it was warm and it's very cold here.
Yes. So, anyways, back to the podcast.
Yes.
This is just a pilot podcast. It's at the end of a very long week.
Yes.
I am a dyer. We dye here our own yarns at Lowlander Yarn Studio. I dye, she knits.
I knit.
I can knit, but I have no time.
I have the time to knit, so I do the knitting and the crocheting and the writing of patterns,
Yes.
along with my friend in Aberdeen, Scotland. It's my wee crafting hame is her
Find her on Instagram.
her Instagram if you want to look her up. Carol is very clever when it comes to writing patterns, and I'm in the process of test knitting 2 of her patterns at the moment. So I can hope I can do them justice with Jackie's hand-dyed yarn.
With my hand out.
Yes.
So anyways, I have dyed a total of, it's Advent season, so this is our first year with our Advent calendar. And actually, we really should back this up because we haven't really introduced ourselves, said anything about the business, and we're right into Advent calendars.
Yeah, I introduced myself.
Like, this is like totally back to front.
I introduced myself.
I have no show notes. She has no show notes. We have one project sitting in front of us. The back of our table is an absolute mess. I have coffee instead of tea. I should have tea because I'm British and it's a podcast. And it's 10:30 at night?
10:30 at night. I also have a bit of a cold, so I have to try desperately not to sniff because it's very impolite.
Isn't it?
Like
So,
that.
let's back this right
Yes,
up.
let's back up.
We are the Dyer's Journal and we own Lowlander Yarn Studio,
Yes.
which primarily used to be, not primarily, it used to be a shop here in Nixa, Missouri. And we closed down last year to join the Indie Dyer online world. And this past year I've been trying to build our dyeing business, but with all the ups and downs of life and 4 kids and 2 grandkids and weddings and teaching myself to dye, having lots of failures, having times where I couldn't be bothered. Finally, we're off and running.
We're off and running.
And we decided to try a podcast because a lot of people actually don't believe we're Scottish, but we really are Scottish.
Oh, we are Scottish. I'm definitely Scottish, yes. I
think
definitely
we
come from
think
Scotland.
that our heritage is Scottish.
No.
Because when you're here, people go, oh, yeah.
No, I live and abide in Glasgow, Scotland.
People go, my family's from Scotland. I'm like, oh, what part?
Yeah. But actually, to be truthful with you, I used
So
to
we
think...
are actually from Scotland.
Yeah. I used to think Scotland was quite a kind of slow-paced, easy-paced place. And it isn't really, because I've discovered Missouri is a very slow-paced
It is.
part of life.
A
For
little
instance,
slow.
today we had to make a couple of project bags to go in our Christmas boxes, our advent calendars. So we went to Walmart. Half a yard of material was what I purchased.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got in line to pay for the said half yard of material. The guy in front had a trolley that would have frightened the French.
Trolley is a cart.
Cart.
Just
I do beg your pardon, cart. The food was dripping off the end of it. The girl
what?
that was serving him
They're totally not going to get that.
had pushed the slow motion button on herself. I stood there that long, I was going to take out life insurance in case I passed away at the checkout.
Rigor mortis was
Rigor mortis was about to set in. So
I am jolly.
it is very slow paced here in Missouri, and I find it very
It's very
difficult to get
slow-paced.
used to.
And sometimes that is really nice. And
Oh, aye.
sometimes it's just problematic.
I know.
You go to Walmart and you can't find a car parking space, but you
Oh,
need to
yeah.
park like 5 miles away.
Yes.
Not having it. Not for a piece of fabric.
Yep.
Anyways, back to the podcast.
Back to the podcast.
So, we decided to do this podcast because we miss being part of the community. When we
Yes.
owned our shop, we ran various knit groups. We were involved in a lot of different things in the community. People from out of state would come by. There was always someone to knit with, someone to talk to. Could always talk about stuff and everything else that you enjoyed, knitting, crochet, wool, all that stuff. But anyway, since closing the shop, she's actually knitting, so
I'm knitting.
she's distracting me, but never mind. I'll
I'm
just
sorry.
talk. She can knit. I'll
I'll
talk.
put it down. Okay.
So, since closing the shop, we have been
That's
a
what all the good
little-
podcasters do. They knit when they're talking.
Well, we're not going to knit when we talk. We're just going to talk.
Okay.
Because that's what Scottish people
Shift
do.
that
They
wheel
just
at the
talk.
end. Right. Carry on.
Anyways, carry on.
Carry on.
So, it's been a little lonely just working from home and dyeing yarn and knitting and writing patterns and all that. And my mum lives in Scotland most of the year. She's here for 3 months, usually at the end of the year. So, yeah, it gets a little lonely. So, we decided to do a podcast for that reason and to be involved again in the community. And quite frankly, just to have a laugh.
Yes.
Because I think people take their podcast far too seriously.
Some of the podcasters do, but
I
not
mean,
them
they
all.
really do.
Not them all.
There's some great ones out there.
Yes.
I'm not ditching anybody.
Because
But
I
there are
am
some
a podcast fanatic. I
Yeah.
have a big family. Don't get me wrong, I have a big family and I see everybody regularly, but I do live on my own. So I like to watch podcasts. I'm a podcast fanatic. Some of my favourites are the very first podcast I ever watched was Grocery Girls. Loved them to bits. If you have never watched Grocery Girls, get on it right now. Not right now because you're watching us.
Because
but
you're watching us.
after
Watch us first. Then go see them.
Periscoping Sisters, Chelsea Pearls, Fruity Knitting, River
Fibre
City
for the
Yarns,
people.
Fibre for the
Yay.
People. They're just fantastic. They're you learn lots and lots for the podcast. You also have a laugh. It's like having a friend in your lounge when they're sitting chatting to you. And I love it. So
Kind of like
we
doing this podcast right now.
we
Actually,
want to
it's
be
like
a part of
talking
that.
to Siri.
It is. Miss Siri can never tell you the right answer
Come
that
on,
you
let's
want.
be honest. When people are lonely, don't we all talk to Siri?
I don't talk to Siri because she never answers my questions.
I know.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand your question.
It's because I'm Scottish.
Anyway, so back to the podcast. So that's
Yeah.
why we're doing a podcast.
That's the third time we've went back to the podcast.
So this is a pilot podcast, so
Yes.
it's not going to be an over amount
As
of
you can tell.
information because we absolutely suck. And
Yes.
that's an American word. I don't actually know what they would say. Actually, in Scotland, they'd say you're rubbish.
Actually, they would say we were a lot of shit.
And actually, my son just popped up on the screen because I sent him the first video. Well, the first video didn't take. I sent him the second one. This is the third one. And he just popped up on the screen and went, is there a take 3? Actually, this is take 3.
This is take 3.
So anyways, so we just wanted to introduce ourselves. As I said, I'm Jackie. This is Helen, aka Helga, aka Nana. Yes.
Yes.
And I'm tired. It's been a long week. We're in the middle of Advent season. This is our first season doing Advent calendars. I was a little nervous going into it, but I delved into it with 2 feet and didn't widely advertise it because I didn't want an over amount of orders. So I was comfortable with the amount of orders that I got. So we're busy getting them ready to go out. And it's been a lot of fun. And one of the main reasons it's been a lot of fun is because I have got to play with colour. Because normally when you're dyeing yarn, you're dyeing to a formula. You don't get to play very much. But with the mini skeins, because they didn't have to be a specific colour, then I got to play with all different techniques and I learned a lot about colour. And I produced some mighty fine little mini skeins. And our mini skeins are called mini-me's. Why are they called mini-me's?
Because they're mini skeins.
Well, firstly, they're mini skeins, but I thought about what people use mini skeins for. And normally they're just to pop a bit of colour into your knitting, your socks, your heel, pop a stripe in your shawl, pop an edge in your jumper, sweater by American terms. So really, mini skeins are an extension of yourself. So that's why I call them mini-me's. So that's what our minis will be called in any way, shape or form, in any kit. Anything they'll be called mini-me's. So that's what I have been working on for the last 7 days. 275 skeins of yarn I have dyed in the last 7 days.
Every room in the house is full of